What up, y'all? Back again. All right, so today's the conversation or topic of discussion is the 6 secrets all narcissists keep. Every one of them. They all are on these tracks, but in this particular subject, these 6 items that I'm going to go over are going to be thoughts that each and every narcissist deal with on the regular. So it's going to be including yours. So stick with me. Here we go. Hey y'all, if you still on, give me a like, man. Hit that like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Love y'all. All right, so in the 6 secrets all narcissists keep, okay? So the first one is they don't understand love, okay? If you've ever been in a relationship before and then had a relationship with a narcissist, they're very different, okay? With a narcissist, in a narcissist relationship, they're very intense, okay? And with good sometimes and bad, right? But, you know, typically the good part of the relationship is just a manipulation though, right? You know? And so they're very chaotic relationships, and in the relationship it's very intense, okay? But not appealing. It shouldn't be appealing to somebody that is of good nature. If it is appealing, then you know you're kind of confused. You're kind of confused because you're probably with the addiction that they put on you. If you can't function without them, then you know it would be appealing to you, and that's when you're going through the time of the trauma bond, because the way they love is confusion, addiction, intensity, codependence, and chaos. And that's how they really rule. And so it's just something you got to be, you know, that's what you're going to deal with on the daily. So number 2, they actually need you to love them. They didn't tell you that, did they? Because if you treat them with apathy, right? This is like kryptonite to a narcissist. Apathy is defined as lack of interest, okay? And they can't handle that. If you give them just nothing, no enthusiasm, no concern, or you know unimportance, man, they can't handle that. If you treat them as insignificant, that's a big problem for them. They can't handle that. That's like a huge narcissist injury, man. They can't handle being insignificant. They need you to validate that false mask, that false persona, that hoe mask that they wear. You know, they're always hoeing around with that mask on. And man or woman. So that false hoe mask that they wear, you know, they need to get that thing, keep it squeaky clean, man. They're gonna treat you like crap, okay? So they're going to act like they don't care about you all day long, okay? But you have to care about them. Okay, you see how this goes? With the narcissist, it's always a one-way street, man. They're one way, their way, and that's it. That's the only way. You can't have an opinion. I used to say this to my family. It's like, I used to always say my family is going to see me, but they're never going to know me. You know why they're never going to know me? Because they don't give a shit about me. They just care about their own thoughts. They don't have, and if you have an opinion, they got to destroy it. They got to break it down, make fun of it, mock it. And then they wonder why don't you want to come see us? Why don't you want to hang out with us? Because you destroyed every relationship in my life. You destroyed every vision that I had. And then you give the black sheep, the scapegoat, you give them an inferiority complex, and you just continually destroy them. And then you wonder, and it's like not worth talking to stupid. Stupid is stupid for a reason. It's because if you got any sense, man, there ain't shit to say. It's crazy though, you know. I'm sorry, that was a little twist there. Because you know you got to get together with family during like holidays and shit, you know. And it's like you always hear this stuff. I give them like a couple hours and then I leave because they don't appreciate me. And you probably should think about that too. But this is how it works, okay? They need you to care about them, but they don't care about you, and they act like they don't care about you. And then when you start doing that, mirroring that back to them, you know, or you're waking up and you're like, man, I ain't giving him any more of this because it's treating me like crap, man, and I'm done with this. So then you can naturally walk your emotions out of it, or quit giving them emotional validation and stuff, because that's kind of what happened to me in my first 9-year hellish 9.5-year freaking relationship to the narcissist. But the marriage that I was with, but anyway, you could, you know, then they got to really push a reaction on you. Then they're gonna go pushing your buttons, you know, to get a reaction. And it just escalates from there. They're just really, they're shitty people, man. And so, you know, you gotta like, you know, just don't show them any emotional reaction, man. You know, because emotional reactions, this is what the narcissist wants. This opens your emotional doors. And if you open emotional doors to a narcissist, then you're gonna let them back in. And that's what you got to know, man. You can't let them back in. And letting them back in is all based on your emotional field. You can't you're an empath because you have emotion. You're emotional, lovable individual, but you got to choose who you give that to and who you don't. If you want to be a lion, or you want to be a lion, man, then you need to act like a lion. And a lion's got to preserve themselves. They preserve, and they don't run all around the damn jungle chasing after shit. They're laying down, man. They're looking. They're scoping, you know. They ain't trying to hurt nobody yet, but don't piss me off, you know. I'm just kidding. No, but you want to, you do. I mean, you can't open your emotional, when you shut your emotional field, you got to get in your head that I'm done, emotionally done. I'm not going to care about them anymore. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard, but you know, you got to work on that. And at least if you know what to do, then you know, then it's on you. And you know, hopefully over time I could find tools for you or answers for you and other people as well. Number 3, they're walking this tightrope every day. That's one of the secrets they carry. I mean, meaning that they can collapse any day. They can be found out any day, you know. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, they're always on the brink of being found out, and they know that. And that's why they're always like freaking anxious. And but I mean, on the inside, sometimes you don't see this stuff, but you got to know this is how the construct works. They're anxious. They're filled with anxiety. They're always looking over their back. They know people hate them and want to get them back because they've had a lot of people like you and like me. And a lot of people like you and like me, well, we don't think into like violence unless it's like some sort of must have to protect yourself from, you know, serious injury. But there's people out there that are lower on the totem pole, man. They may not be that primary supply, the primary care. You're their primary caregiver. I always say that, but I can't help it. It's just funny now. But yeah, when you're the primary caregiver, I mean, that's not it's not us that they really need to worry about, because you know, we have style, right? So we got better ways of dealing with these fools. But when you talk about the people on the streets, they be effing with, man. Those people, they at that low vibration, man. They ready to like twist a neck, you know, and it's not good for them. That's why I always say, man, like if a narcissist could really get you know, caught up in some bad stuff, man, and get injured, they need to stop that shit, man. I'm telling you, it's really just bad for them. But I mean, could you imagine having a different mask for church? I don't even know why I'm saying church, because if they're going to church, man, it can't be a good one. But could you imagine wearing a mask to to church, a different mask for different people, and then different people at home, and different people, your friends, and different, like, you got 10 different lovers that you're screwing around with all over town. You got to have a different freaking face for every one of them. That's ridiculous. Could you imagine? I mean, the stress that comes along with that, or the forgetfulness of things, and how much you got to hide. You're just nothing but a shell. You're a chameleon with nothing in there except devils, you know. But as much as you want to like out them, you know, this is just something you can't do, because that's something where they're waiting on that, and they're very good about defending themselves, because they're a big ball of they're a big ball of narcissistic, devilish anxiety, and they're paranoid. So, I mean, sometimes they'll go to any lengths. Yeah, I mean, this is the deal, and all that, man. You just sit back, because they're gonna out themselves. I mean, really, they will do anything. Can you imagine? Like they have to. They'll have sex with people, okay, just for things. Just for things, items. Buy me a watch and I'll have sex with you. That's not the woman you want, guys. I mean, even the men narcissists, that's not what you want, ladies. I mean, you don't want that. I mean, narcissists shouldn't even be called ladies, man. The female narcissists. And the man narcissist shouldn't be called men either. They're definitely not gentlemen. Anyway, sorry. So, you know, they'll sleep with you, a person, for just to validate them, just to tell them how good they are. It's ridiculous. They're that shitty. If they want to get you back, they'll sleep with your best friend. They'll sleep with your brother. Just to get you back. They're really low down and dirty, man. They have no shame, man. And it's really just threatening themselves, because when you act like they do, walking on this tightrope here every day, knowing that you're going to collapse, you're going to be found out, people find them out. Chances are, when you find them out, man, there's everybody around you is already known. But it's like, what they're causing is they're causing every day, man. It brings them to the pit of hell. Okay, it brings them to violence. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, the violence that comes with that. You can't just cheat on people. There's a lot of people, man, that low vibration, man. They can't take that. I mean, they're narcissists too. They're gonna beat you. I'm serious. And a woman narcissist, if for a good man, for instance, I mean, they will destroy you in other ways. But they also get diseases, man, infections, because they're screwing everything in town, and they'll do it unprotected too. They're gods, so they feel like, oh, I can't get injured until they get freaking sick with some shit. Anyway. Next is number 4. They can be vengeful, and at the same time seemingly loving you, and this is pretty crappy too. So you'll see that. So when this occurs, it's usually like when some sort of discard or like towards some type of devaluation phase, or when you guys when there's a discard. Like if you discard them before they discard you, man, that's vengeful. They got to get you back for that. And so that's what you got to watch. That causes a deep narcissist injury. So especially if you discarded them, the narcissist is going to come back in. They're going to try to love you to death just to get back in, just for a chance to discard you. I mean, it's a deep narcissistic injury when you discard them, and they're not ready. They were getting ready to discard you, maybe down the road shortly. But they were trying to just strip you of all your gains, man. You know. And so this is where they get revengeful, but they'll come in lovable and revengeful all at the same time because they're playing you if you let them. And so then they'll get you back, man, in love with them. Then they'll pull the rug out from under you, man, and they'll throw you under the bus. The narcissist has no shame in their game. They will, like I said, they'll still have sex with your best friend just to get you back. They don't even care about themselves. You would think you would want to care about yourself about stuff like that, like you'd know you a hoe, but anyway, number 5 is they actually kind of are intimidated by you, and this is because if you've been in a long narcissistic relationship with them as a love partner or that primary caregiver, then you know them truly, especially if you've woken up. Even if you didn't, you know who they are. You know how bad they are, and you have the ability to expose them, and that stuff mounts up. You know, there's a mountain of that they ruminate on. It's threatening to them. It should be because they're shitty. Sorry for cussing, but they are, man. And when I come to some of these thoughts, it's like, geez. So it's threatening to them, and because, you know, they have to get all the supply, man, and they have to wear the whole mask, and they need that thing to look squeaky clean. They can't have it people knowing they a hoe, people knowing they cheat, people knowing they're a pathological liar. Like, I mean, you know all this. They'll get in a fight with you, so go have sex with somebody down the street and then come back. They're shitty, man. You just want to give them a fern gray rock, man. And it's just best not to react in these situations, and then also don't push their buttons. So you just kind of want to drift off into the sunset, and hopefully you don't stir the beast and they don't stir you. Okay, and then just let it go, because you know but when they attack you, they're really attacking you because they want to talk to you, but you're kind of refusing to talk to them. So they're really not really threatening you. What they're really doing is they're really saying, hey, I want you to talk to me. I need to talk to you. But because you're not talking to them, they're acting like they're like threatening and doing all this bullshit. And it's because they want you to soothe them and tell them that you're not going to out them. And or they feel like they're losing you, and which they are. And so that they're reacting because they have abandonment issues, and they thought they could never lose you because, you know, you took all their BS, and now you ain't. And now when you're not, now they have regret. They regret. 6, they don't see you as any worse or any better than anybody else, okay? And so the narcissist is just kind of like they hate everybody. So they hate everybody. They only love themselves. Okay, so they don't even like their friends or their family. They're just, that's why it's all bullshit. That's why family is bullshit. When you grow up in a narcissistic family, it's bullshit. Because they're all out for themselves. They're like a bunch of devils, man, just like raw. But it's shitty, man, because a lot of times I preach family and family values, but they don't have any. And they screw you up because you're the only one good in the family. But anyway, yeah, they kind of hate everybody, and what they do is the only exception to that is the person that they're idolizing. that whoever it is that they're idolizing. It could be you. But that's only for a short time. So, I mean, but if it's somebody else, don't worry about it, because it's going to be short-lived. We know that. Everything's short-lived with them. They triangulate because they don't care about either party. When they're triangulating you and somebody else, their ex, and you think that they love you, come on, man. They don't care about either one of you. They just want that supply. They want you all fighting, and then whoever's left they might take, or they might just dump both of you and get somebody else. It's exhausting. You don't want to be with one of these people, and if you are, you're just addicted to them. I mean, you know, I get that whole love thing, but it sucks. But you know, you gotta let it go, and it'll be better. Trust me, man. That, you know, you don't. You know, they try to get like an emotional reaction out of you, and that's the deal. And you need to like just shut your walls down, man, and don't give them that. The thing is the narcissist is a big baby, a big toddler, and everything that they do is messy, it's petty, it's all bullshit. They're always lying. You just gotta picture, when you look at them, picture like a big pamper full of urine that's really hanging low, and maybe one of them things in there, or a bottle in their hand. With like, it's kind of like, you know, those little cartoons would be the baby with no clothes, just a diaper, and it's heavy because they have a bunch of urine in it. That's what they are, you know, really. And adults were not meant to be big babies. And so that's it for today. Those are the 6 things, the 6 secrets they don't want you to know. But I love y'all. Give me a like, a subscription. Y'all better give me a like and a subscription. Peace out, and stand tall. Soldier up every day, and just do your thing, man. Don't worry about the damn narcissist. The narcissist, see, if you quit worrying about the narcissist is going to be worrying about you. That's where you're going wrong, first of all. It's kind of like when you quit wanting, everything comes to you. So, anyway, give me a like, subscription, thumbs up. Love y'all. Peace. We growing, y'all. We growing. Love y'all. Bye.